Dr. Vince Callahan joining us, a mental health expert. He's had more than 3 decades of experience in both private practice and inpatient hospital settings. Dr. Callahan, thank you for your time today.
Thank you for having me. Appreciate it.
What do you tell a kid who's nervous about going to school?
Well, I'm going to talk to the parents first, because anxiety really is about worry, and worry is about the what ifs. So if the parents can reduce the what-if scenarios, they're going to reduce the worry and the anxiety, working our way backwards. So that means parents get a routine going the night before school. You've got to get the child involved in helping pack that backpack and pack that lunch. And you've got to do a family routine that just kind of shuts down the day without the screens the last hour or two before trying to go to sleep. You've got to get them into a routine sleep pattern where they go to bed at the same time every night and get up at the same time every morning. That's how the brain gets restored. So I'm going to start there with the parents.
Boy, that's the tough thing, though. You come off a summer, let's just say a kid's 3rd, 4th, 5th grade. You come off a summer of kind of just being and doing whatever you want to do and trying to get back in that routine. That's going to be tough.
It is tough, but you've got to be the parent here and not let the child run the home, so to speak, but you've not to be too controversial. Not that we would ever have kids in charge of our homes, but you've got to set that rule and say, here, this is what has to happen because this is what you need to thrive in school. That's the whole opportunity here, is to get people thriving, not just on autopilot and not just trying to muddle through and get through stuff on a daily basis.
Is for the better part of the word, is a bribe good to use? Ice cream after school? Do what?
Absolutely, absolutely. Bribes are wonderful. They're our friends.
It's tremendous.
Kids don't understand reward-based behavior. Stressed out kids don't really do well there, but for the most part, kids do. So the answer is yes. Look, if you have a good day and you get a gold star, if you get those during the week, we're going to do something fun on Fridays. And I'm a big fan of that because it works.
I wish we could talk our bosses into that, something good as an adult life, maybe ice cream at the end of the week.
Other than a paycheck, right?
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
What do you find kids most nervous about when it comes to school?
Little kids usually get nervous about, can I do the work? Like when they go from 1st grade to 2nd grade, am I going to be okay? And can I do the work of the 2nd grader? And is it going to be more difficult? And who are my friends going to be? And those kind of things. And middle schoolers, none of us want to go back through puberty. I don't think anybody would volunteer to do that. And but middle schoolers it's all about where are the friends and who's in my class, and is my teacher going to be cool or not going to be cool? Some of the warning signs that you can see, everybody has the emotional expressions, and kids get nervous about things, and the issue really becomes, can they bounce back and become themselves? And when they don't bounce back, then that's when you're in trouble. And when you see things like spontaneous crying, irritable, anger outbursts, real clingy, nervous stomach, being real restless, can't sleep at night, that may be time to get the professionals involved.
Are kids more nervous now than they used to be 3 decades ago?
I think so, because there seems to be more expectations on kids. I had a student recently who he was an AP honor student doing a dual enrollment college and high school, and that wasn't enough for his parents. And he dealt a lot with anxiety because it just wasn't enough. And I think we've put a lot of pressure on our kids nowadays, more so than ever, to excel. And when they do really well, we're not giving them the attaboys and the affirmations like we should, and it creates a lot of anxiety.
This is Dr. Vince Callahan. Dr. Callahan, thanks for your time today. We appreciate it.
Thank you so much.